All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Back to Game and Compute. Here this morning, Wednesday, May 17th. We're coming up a little past 7 a.m. I started recording around somewhere after 5 a.m. earlier. 'Cause I was up. And I'm probably gonna get work done through 1 p.m. or so. Then lunchtime and siesta time, and I'll see in the evening if I get back into anything. But that'll be almost a full 8 hours there. To me, it's more worth it. I kind of like the 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. kind of routine, but all right. So I'm going to label today day 4 of this 7-day experience. So today I have the ad that I believe I'm working on. I need to see some tutorials as to what I might still need to be doing, if I need to still be doing something. So yeah, and if it appears to be ready to go, then at that time I will be at that time, as in today, I'll be working on the Facebook campaign. I don't know if any money is going to come in today. Let me put it this way. I have a sale that I made on eBay of an old phone. It's not that old, actually. It's a Motorola, but I bought it so I could activate Google Fi to have, like when I was trying to figure out my internet situation, remember that? So I had it for that reason. I know the phone is worth probably about $80. Like if I would have sold it back to Best Buy, they would have taken off $20. It cost $100. I think after tax it was like about $120-ish. I don't know if that's $20 before tax or after tax. So it would have either been worth $100 or $80. I sold it for like 50 something. And it's because of the bidding on eBay, and so I feel like that's a little low. Plus, I'm not 100% solid about how my internet connection is going to work when I start this new job. I don't really trust our Wi-Fi, and I will be working remotely, so if I get a new job that doesn't give me any kind of gear to use, I don't think I'm going to rely on our household Wi-Fi, so I don't think I'm going to sell this phone at that amount, and I'll keep it until I can determine, if I'm going to need to use it, because it's kind of my backup plan. If I need, a hotspot, I'm going to use it as a hotspot. So, yes, and I didn't want to set up my iPhone on a Google Fi account, just because I'd have to switch the number over, and I knew that I was maybe going to be, like, since it's a monthly subscription, I want to use it as a monthly subscription, meaning that if I want to cancel it and not have to pay $65 a month, then I just want to cancel it. So I don't want to put my phone on a plan that I might be canceling and then reactivating and canceling. I'm just going to keep it on the family's plan. So yeah. But I'm in the middle of having coffee right now. I've pretty much structured out a little bit. I need to learn what I'm doing with this ad and the Facebook campaign. That's first things first. After these podcast recordings go out this morning, that's the next step for my morning. I'm trying to get the pods out before breakfast. So before about 8:30. Right now it's 7:11. I'm not gonna rap that song. I don't actually know all the lyrics. But yeah, I'm in a good mood today, guys. I'm in a far better mood. Yesterday's self-care day, kudos to me. I'm literally pat myself on the back. Literally, like, good job. Job well done. Did a lot of self-reflecting. I'll be posting that in the daily update of, whichever one's labeled May 17th. I did a lot of reflecting on May 16th about just some things that have been draining my energy, and some decisions I'm making on that for myself, for my own improvement and my own benefit and my own health, mentally and physically. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying, like, it's not easy to try hard. It's not easy to get out of old patterns. It's not easy to, try new things. And, even this project and everything is challenging. Taking that exam was challenging me. Taking the whole class in general was challenging me, out of my comfort zone. The job application process is challenging me. I mean, I hate interviewing so much that it makes it so I don't even want to apply for jobs. I don't want to apply because I don't want to have to interview because, it's stressful. I don't want to, like, even with these online stores and things, like, it's hard for me to execute the steps I need to do, like placing ads and, paying for marketing and, making ads and making campaigns and things. Those are usually the steps that I get up to, and I don't do them. I get all the way through the whole process, building all this stuff and, like, researching out products and all these things. I've done it before, and then I get to a point where I get distracted or too much of, like, imposter syndrome and too stressed out about, but what if I don't make any sales? What if I don't make any sales? And it's like, well, I'm not going to make any sales either way, if I don't put anything up there. So, I think that using Fiverr maybe was a bit of a half-assed attempt just to kind of dip my toe in the water. Maybe I don't want to call it a half-assed attempt. That's kind of being a little harsh on myself, but I kind of notice the patterns when it comes to some of these projects, that I don't really fully finish them sometimes because of, there's a fear of failure, there's a feel of rejection, there's a feel of getting too far deep in and completely unorganized. And a lot of that, I think, is because it's hard for me to be disciplined in my life. I have days like yesterday where I'm just completely wiped out and I'm like, my mind is saying go, 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 but my body and my psyche and the rest of me is like, dude, slow down, you need to take a break. And there's another part of me like, no, like, I want to, feel like I was productive today, and I want to, like, I feel like sometimes I maybe get a little down on myself for taking breaks. I don't know if I do, but I just feel like, I don't know if I feel like it seems like a weakness, or it seems like, I'm not trying hard enough, or like, oh, if you don't do well at these next steps, it's because you took those breaks. You shouldn't have been slacking off. And it's like, yeah, I wasn't. Yesterday, I know for a fact I was not slacking off. Yesterday, I did not have energy to be trying to do any of this. There was another day like that too, when I recorded a daily episode where I was just so wiped out, and it was late and I was up anyways, and I wasn't even gonna record it, and I did like a quick few minute thing where I was just like, I'm tired, this is how my day went, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I just want to put this recording up. And yeah, I get a little unorganized because I'm stressed and tired, and so I'm gonna be all over the place sometimes. And the less rest I get, the less the less I do to help myself, I'm not gonna reach those goals. My mindset's way more negative when I don't rest properly. I can't organize my thoughts and my energy when I don't rest properly. I'm not gonna get exercise when I don't feel like I've rested. But yeah, my body feels fine enough, Like, I don't feel all, like, I can't hardly walk without, like, half limping and stuff like I did the other day. Like, I was, even Monday when I was flying out, when I stood up in the morning, I was like, ooh, like, my legs are a little sore. Like, I felt I wasn't walking the way I normally do. I was so drained from Saturday's heat and walking and dancing and all that, and just rocking out and having such a good time. But I was definitely drained. It took me a few days to recover. It took me pretty much Sunday. I did lounge around Sunday, but I was on vacation still Sunday. Monday, half the day I traveled, and then the next half of the day I kind of rested. But mind you, Sunday night I went out really late, so I didn't sleep well. And then Tuesday again, I woke up feeling crappy and did what I had to do yesterday to kind of get my energy back on track. Went to sleep relatively on time. I think before 11 p.m. I was starting to doze off, but then woke up at like 3 something in the morning today, and I've kind of been up since like about 3:30ish, 3:20 something, and by the time it was 5, I'm like, I'm just gonna get up and just get work done till 1. So yeah, I checked in on my Amazon KDP account. I don't know why. I need to figure out why these books are not haven't been published yet, and they're still in review. They've been in review now since like sometime in April, and now they're back in review, and I can't understand what's going on. I don't want to make them into eBooks. I can't tell if that's the step that's making it. Yeah, so it's saying on here May 8th was the last time that I tried to complete the publication process. I'm not sure why it's just not publishing. So I need to kind of look into that, because I wanted to sell them. That's why I made them. And so I could have probably had sales on this by now. But I'm trying to learn how to do marketing and track, traffic basically, and predict traffic and use that to, increase sales. And yeah, so that's kind of the goal I'm doing with this project. Even if I don't make any money, I want it to be a successful educational experience for myself. So yeah, the Amazon KDP books, KDP Kindle Direct Publishing, those Amazon books, the reason I was doing those in April was part of an income stream as well, but I don't know, I had the store open way before that. Like, the store, I think it was open in like, well, I guess my first sales were in January, so it must have actually been open in January. I thought it was open in February, but it was open in January, so, or maybe December. I can't remember, honestly. It's so long ago now. But the store online has been open for so long. And I do also have a free ebook I was working on for that project that I just need to publish, I didn't finish it yet, and I need to publish that or finish it so that I can do some email captures for my store for that, because that's just like free. I wanted to do some email marketing with that. So that's kind of what I want to do with Amazon. That's one stream. The store is my primary focus right now as of this project. Pods are a little bit of a focus just because I'm trying to push the content out there still. It's just been hard with how I've been feeling lately, but I think as of this morning, I should be back on track, and it's not really a half day because I did start really, really early. Like, I've been up early, so I'm gonna stop halfway through today, so I'm not like pushing all the way till like 7 p.m. at night. Like, that makes no sense to wake up at 3:30 and start getting work done at 5 a.m. and then push to like 7 p.m. That makes no sense. It's completely unnecessary. Like, I might do brainstorming and things like that, but I won't be like actively like on the computer, like actually doing active work that's gonna lead to different steps during the day. So I need to lay out an outline basically of what I'm gonna do with the ad, what I'm gonna do with Facebook. I'm gonna watch a tutorial about how to do that. And I'm probably not gonna have sales today. Maybe if I post it today, maybe, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to check back for day 5 to see. So those are the 2 things I need to do today. 3 if I count Amazon KDP. And I need to update my graduate profile for this tech class. And another thing for the store is the Google Analytics account. I was in the process of setting that up, and then, over the weekend when I was out of town, and I hit a little bit of a wall. I can't remember what it was, but I got some kind of message saying like something where I didn't fully finish it. I was like, yeah, I'll deal with that later when I get back, and when I get back to work on things. So I want to set up the Google Analytics. I'm going to put that at the front of the list. Google Analytics before doing the ad and the Facebook thing. So I want to set up Google Analytics before, so that I can capture what happens with Facebook. And okay, I think that's pretty much what I'm doing this morning. If I have more to report back, I'm going to report back. At the moment, I'm not counting the eBay sale, because I think I posted these eBay items in April. Man, I don't know if I should sell this phone, because it's not like an immediate need. But then it's like, if I do get employed pretty quickly, I can't rely on the household Wi-Fi. So I don't know. I think it would jeopardize things, because I still have to interview and everything. And if we have days where the Wi-Fi shuts off and I have like an important interview, and we've had some days where this part of the city has been doing construction or whatever they've been doing with the electricity in the area, and we've had them kind of shut out the power. It's not just for our house, but for like multiple houses. We get like notices that they'll be like, from this time to this time, like next week or whatever, we're gonna shut off the power pretty much all day. And so I don't want to have to deal with, maybe I'll have an important interview. Like, some things you don't want to postpone. Like, if I do get an interview with like the companies that I really want to work for, I'm not going to be like, oh, sorry, we have some weird electrical notice in our area, because that's not going to look good. Like, how, I feel like that would impact, like, what if I have work? Like, what if I have to start work? What if they're like, can you start work Monday of next week? And I'm like, oh, by the way, we have a power outage scheduled. It's like, I don't want that to become the first interaction that I'm having is like rescheduling based on some weird technical issues that I'm already expecting to have. I want to make sure that I can be responsible on that end on my own as much as possible. We have like a backup generator. It would probably get me through most of the day if I had to. Like if I had to like go and like charge phones and stuff, I could, and laptops and things. We have a backup generator for the computer in the living room. It's a desktop, so technically I could do that. But anyways, that has nothing to do with today. I'm gonna work on this store and pods first, and then work on this store, and then get I'll update you guys if I have more to say for day 4. But I do apologize that I've been all over the place. I think I did mention earlier that I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to make this a consecutive 7-day project. And I'm totally all over the place. Like, I feel like the whole time I've been like unfocused and disorganized. But it's also showing me kind of like some of the things that I need to kind of do some housekeeping on for my own organizational processes, and definitely, the discipline that I've had towards my own self-care and my own just general, like, basic daily basics. I have not been there. I have not kept things on point. So that's on me. I can't really allow myself to do that too long. I need to be more disciplined with my breaks. And, I've been on break for months now, for like 3 months. I'll call it maybe even 3.5 months if you count, like, I wasn't fully engaged in April. I tried to be, but when I look back at April, I'm like, I was definitely struggling to focus, It was a month of getting things back on track, and even though I would have wanted to start working in April and having taken my exam and all that in April, I still needed, some other stuff to kind of push me a little more. So I'm kind of at that phase now, but all right, let me get these pods out and get some breakfast in me, and then I'm gonna work on the store, see how far I get with the ad and the Facebook campaign. I am learning how to do these things, so I've never created an ad before. I've never created a Facebook campaign. I have 2 ads. One's the one that I made, and the other one's the crappy one that the Fiverr person made, and the marketing was a bust. And so, yeah, I gotta set up this Google Analytics and everything too, but I gotta get the pods out before everybody in the house wakes up, and I don't feel comfortable recording at that point. So, all right, if I have more to post about day 4, I will. If not, we're gonna go into day 5, and we'll see what I have as far as answers to things. All right, and I might attach a daily update episode onto the back of this one, or separately. I don't know what day I'm on for the dailies. Let me see. I actually for once have my computer open while I'm talking. So let me see if I can see which episodes I have recently posted. Man, there's a lot of stuff that seems to be in drafts. I need to check on that. That's weird. 16. So yeah, 16 I posted that, I was doing a no work day, making it a self-care day. And I posted the daily for May 14th. So I'm gonna also post these other dailies for May. I'm gonna backdate the posts for May 15 and 16. I'll put it up for tomorrow. I'll put it up for midnight for that to post individually because it's like over 40 minutes. And then the one for today is a little over an hour, so I'll post that today but separately. I might post that first before I get into what I'm doing on the store. I might just post that right now, and then I'll post the daily. I'll post day 4 once I have more to say, or once I finish what I was doing, because I don't know if I'm tagging on to the end of this episode. So we shall see. I'm kind of thinking on the fly, but I'm trying to get better at kind of writing down a little agenda for myself for what I'm going to do so I can stay focused and not get like sucked into all the multiple other things that I want to be doing or would like to be doing, because some stuff I find more fun than others. I need to start thinking of the marketing part as fun. I like building the stores. I like researching products. I don't like the marketing part as much, but also I'm not familiar with it. I'm not familiar with it because I don't practice it, because I avoid it. So I think all I need to do is go on to one of my 2 classes that I've already paid for, figure out how to do it and post it and get it done. If it flops, it flops. I'm not going to put a whole lot of money into it. If it flops, it flops. I need to stop sitting on things. But this is coming out of my stimulus money. So shout out Golden State Stimulus for helping me with my hobbies. All right. I got to get off here and get things rolling for this morning. I can ramble all day, but all right, I might tag on to this. If not, you'll see if this is the last few seconds of the video of the episode. All right, guys. So the end of day 4. No luck, So I did what I set out to do for the most part. With the Facebook marketing campaign, I got as far as getting the pixel, and then trying to set up the ad campaign, and something happened between that and my between my ad campaign and the what do you call it? I guess like when I was connecting the Pixel to my Shopify store, sometime after that, I noticed that, it told me that my account is restricted and the ad is restricted and everything's basically restricted. I had to upload my ID, which I did. It says it's going to take 48 hours to review that or whatever they're doing. I went on YouTube for like maybe 2 hours. I was following all these tutorials about how to do the Pixel. It seems like, Facebook or Meta or whatever has changed so much by now that, I can't seem to find accurate information about where to click, what to do. So it took me a while to kind of figure out the pixel itself. I have Biaheza's course, and when I looked at it, it showed how to do it. But then, everything that was on Shopify looked different. Everything that's on Facebook looks different now. And, I'm pretty tempted to figure out how to do, how to contact people on Instagram theme pages and see if I can get some traffic that way. I don't know if that's even a thing, but I know it was a thing a while ago. But I don't know, I don't really know what to do. I was online for 2 hours trying to figure out what, it took me a while to figure out how to even set up the pixel and everything, because everything looks so different. So I basically went through the help link. I searched in pixel or whatever I searched. It showed what to click and how to do it in Event Manager or whatever it is. And there's a green plus circle. So I clicked that and just followed the directions through, and then got to the point where I was connecting to Shopify. So I got that far, and then initially it said that, the ad wasn't set up, or no, initially it said the pixel wasn't active. It said it was inactive. Then it said it was active, and then it went to a space to start working on the ad. And that's the spot where I got a little tripped up, because I don't know what I did. It was saying, basically you need 2 different types of business accounts and then your regular Facebook. So I have the Facebook account, I have the business suite account, and then I had to set up this other business account for my store. And something happened, I guess, at that third step when I was clicking through. It didn't really seem to fully want to click through, and so yeah, everything's so different. Everything's so different. It didn't seem like it was gonna click through. So because of that, I decided to because of that, I decided to just follow the instructions, and had me upload my ID. That didn't help. It says it's gonna take 48 hours to review that ID. And I spent 2 hours trying to figure out how to chat with a live representative. They said on YouTube that you can first find the help chat, and then when you're in the chat, you would basically chat first with a bot and then get a live person. And somebody said they were waiting 12 minutes or whatever, but the way my screen looked, nothing matched exactly as it was on Business Suite. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's the other business account, but I think it's the same thing. I don't know, because it looks like the video was 9 days ago, or maybe it was 9 months ago. I don't know. It wasn't that long ago, and I can't find a video where everything on the screen, the user interface looks exactly like the videos. So everything's a little bit in different places, and I can't find the live chat anymore. And so I'm pretty sure it's in there, but I think Meta or Facebook or whatever you call it, I think they hid it. And so I'm having trouble finding that. So if I can't figure it out, and I feel like it's kind of a waste of time to keep searching on it, because maybe they'll release my account in 48 hours. I don't really know. So that means by about, at the latest, 1 p.m. Friday, I should know. But I'm not too sure about that. So, yeah. I don't really know, guys. It's a little frustrating. But I don't know. The only thing I can think of to try now is contacting Instagram theme pages and seeing if they can, market my products or some of the products on my store, and just make a single ad and get sales that way. I really don't know, you guys. I'm kind of racking my brain here because, first, initially, way back, I had problems with the payment gateways. You can check out those episodes. I had issues with the store's payment gateways with PayPal, trying to wait like 180 something days to pay, and then, I had to set up Shopify payments. It seemed like that worked, but I don't know if it's going to work consistently for every single sale. And now I've got this other issue with these ads. And I did pay that person on Fiverr, but I don't think they I don't think they did like diligent research and really properly marketed it. I think they just dump everything on YouTube and see what happens somehow. Like, I wasn't able to get too much detail as to where they were marketing. I might actually ask him and be like, where did you market this at? And kind of see, because I didn't really ask a lot of questions, and I didn't have Google Analytics or Facebook Pixel set up at that point. So I don't really know. Tonight I'm going to see if I can set up the Google Analytics at least. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. And then, I don't know. I really don't like to be up late working on stuff because I try to sleep early so I can wake up early. So I don't want to be up late working on stuff because it gets me kind of like, I get a little, I don't know. There's something about like stores and sales and stuff like that that gets me a little energetic. Because there's like the possibility of it working or just like getting to that next step, and it's almost like a video game for me, in all honesty. It's like a puzzle, and you're just like, okay, I want to get to the next step. I need to figure out the next portion of what I need to do, and all to potentially get sales. And so there's all these steps though that are just like, I don't mind doing the steps, but it's like every one step leads to like multiple other steps, and so it does get a little bit frustrating, especially at this point, because I've had the site for a while. Like, I've made a little bit of sales, but it wasn't really like anything. And I think the last time I mentioned the traffic, I think I mentioned it was like five or 600 500 or 600 visitors to the site. And when I looked today on Shopify on my analytics, it seemed to be like 800. And I didn't look specifically at like where the traffic was coming from, but there seems to still be some traffic coming in, and I don't know where it's from. So I might finish up that eBook and post it. Finish up the eBook, post it, capture some emails. I don't know how good that's gonna do, but I might. And I mean, in all honesty, like, I'm not selling phones, but reselling phones has been kind of my forte, you know. That's kind of what I know. So I'm kind of debating if I might want to go back into that. I mean, I already made the one sale on eBay, and I don't know if it's a good rate though. Like, I feel like it's not a good price. So I might want to just I don't know. I'm hesitant to sell it for that price because I feel like I could get way more. But I don't know. I have to see. The odd thing is, the person who bought it, like, I'm actually late shipping it. The person who bought it isn't even, like, contacting me, so I don't know if it's really legit. I mean, the money actually posted to my bank already, but I don't think it's legit. Like, something about it's a little off, and I'm not trying to get scammed. I almost just want to cancel the order, but it went through, so it's kind of like I'm debating if I'm just gonna ship this item and get it to the buyer, because I've already got the money at this point. But if I'm shipping it flat rate, I don't remember what state. Let me see if I can figure out what state. If I'm shipping it flat rate to does it say? If I'm shipping it flat rate to well, it says it's a $73.35 total, but that's before, like, shipping and all that. Let me see. It says 56 subtotal because the buyer paid $12.55 in shipping. So I don't know. I think yeah, that's not enough money. And I don't know. I put it so that the buyer doesn't pay shipping. I'm pretty sure I was going to pay the shipping. And so I don't really know. Like, the reason why I usually say that I'm going to pay shipping is because it's cheaper that way. I don't know, but I feel like it's almost bad business not to ship it. Because I don't want to be, like, going back on things, but I don't know. That's not a good amount of money. Because I bought the phone for like $120, and I didn't buy it that long ago. I bought it like 3 months ago, brand new. So I don't know. That's not a good rate at all. So I don't know. We'll see. But don't know. I feel like I'd probably even get more if I just went to, I don't know how much those Walmart things cost, but how much they pay, but it's probably more than $50. But I don't know, guys. I'll see. I'm trying to figure it out. It's gonna take me a little bit, but this project is tiring. Like, and the reason why I'm posting even when things aren't working out is because, like, if I'm running into these roadblocks, and I'm a little bit familiar with, this kind of stuff, but I haven't done anything lately, and I haven't done anything larger scale, and I haven't done anything, like, with all these different avenues. I've mostly done, like, Craigslist and OfferUp. But I got banned on OfferUp for selling cannabis seeds. So they didn't like that, and they're like, sorry, you can't come back here anymore. So I'm like, all right, my bad. But yeah, so I guess we'll have to see. But all right, guys, that's it for day 4 so far.